uh, real estate. The first thing, let me thank BBF Vasishta to allow me this opportunity. Thanks the director and all the members to patiently listen to me for the next 7 to 8 minutes. Thank you. So, in 2010, I decided to settle in Bangalore. I basically hailed from Bombay and did some work in Surat, Gujarat. And subsequent to which I moved to Bangalore. I decided to make Bangalore my home. But earlier I used to have, when I was staying in Bombay, I had a flat in Bombay. When I stayed in Surat, I also purchased one flat in Surat. When I decided to come back to Bangalore and stay here for good, I wanted to sell these properties. Prior to that, I was a finance professional, as Balaji was telling me about me. I used to be in various corporates, in very leadership roles in finance companies, typically talking about financial planning and life insurance. So what made me move from finance, being a finance professional, to a real estate consultant or a real estate professional? As I told, I had these two properties. I wanted to sell these properties because I wanted to settle in Bangalore. I entrusted this job to the local agents who have spent quite a decent amount of time in real estate, and I thought these people will do this work for me. Ironically, after 1 year of waiting, the movement was not happening in my sale of my properties. That is when I decided, let me take the things in my hand. I went to Bombay. I figured out that the local agents whom I thought would actually do a good job were actually fiddling around. The simple reason being, I was not in Bombay, but my property was in Bombay. So they took me for granted and they did not do any work. In fact, they started mishandling the whole project. That is when I decided, let me do it, and right from scratch, in flat 8 days, I could sell my property in Bombay. Then I figured out, I have a property in Surat, let me try doing the same thing in Surat. I went to Surat. Again, the real estate agents locally whom I had entrusted this work, they again had royally screwed up the whole thing. I took the control in my hands and then I did a good job and I completed the sale in flat about 9 days. On my return back, by then I was actually working as an associate vice president for a company in Bangalore. On my return back, I was wondering, what am I doing selling life insurance? I would as well do a real estate job because I had already saved around 5 lakhs. Because if you give 2 to 3% as a seller of a property, I would have landed up paying 5 lakhs as a commission to the brokers, which I had eventually saved. But there was an income of 5 lakhs which was there for a real estate agent if he does a good job. On my way back, I realized if I can do this job for my own property, I found a gap in the situation. What was the gap? The gap is, in Bangalore typically is again a real estate hardcore market where people invest properties. They may not probably stay in Bangalore. They may probably stay outside Bangalore or typically NRIs. That is when I realized people may own a property in Bangalore. They may not stay here. They want somebody, a professional, to manage these properties. Now, why I could complete my transaction in Bombay and Surat in flat 8 or 10 days where the local agents could not do? Simple reason is, I come from a professional background. I spent about 16 years in corporate. I thought any work which we take, any responsibilities that we commit, we have to follow a process. And that process that I followed in selling my properties helped me transact in 8 days or 10 days. Then I realized I have the ability to do a real estate transaction if I follow a process. There is a need in Bangalore where people buy in Bangalore but they don't stay in Bangalore. And they are looking for a professional who can handle it with a proper process. That is where I positioned myself as a real estate consultant. I moved from being a finance professional to real estate professional. That was the thing. And then recently, you all might have seen me for the last 5 years in Wipro Business Forum. Recently, I merged my company to Interglobe Solutions. I used to conduct, real estate, how to become a real estate consultant, some trainings. In that, one of my mentees by the name Kiran, he took over my training very seriously, and he could see a lot of milestone in his career. He immediately requested me, sir, can you just come to me as a consultant? I decided that things were not happening so great. I merged my company to his company, and this is what is called as Interglobe. So Promang has got officially merged with Interglobe Solution, and I work as a strategy officer in this particular organization. This is the team which has been established. Initially, when I took over, the team was the same size actually, but the effectiveness was very minimum. After I took over, it has gone to the extent of per month around 12 lakhs. We have started earning, and this is the team, and one of the members is This lady happens to be a very strong person in the back end, and she does a very good work. And she happens to be the wife of our director. So a big round of applause to our director who recommended his wife to my team. So when I thank Kiran for taking my company and starting Intergroup Solutions, before that I need to thank some people also. The first people in this forum is Wipro Business Forum itself. I had been associated with Wipro Business Forum for the last about say 5 years, and I could actually do a lot of business in Wipro Business Forum. I got a lot of references. Close to around 28 lakhs is what I have acquired from Wipro Business Forum. So I'm grateful, thankful and blessed, and let me very honorably bow my head to the whole forum here, and that is how I wish to thank. So we have 6 categories. So today I'm going to talk about 2, not categories, verticals. Today I'm going to talk about 2 verticals. The one is the residential resale. What is residential resale? People who own properties in Bangalore, they want to sell these properties. They may be in India, they may be outside India. So residential resale is something where they see a property which is probably older property. It may be 5 years, 10 years, or even older than that. Somebody who wishes to sell these properties can be talked to us. I specialize in residential resale. So my gives are, I started residential resale with the help of one Mr. Bhaskar Rao, who happens to be the managing director of Timesol Facility Management, and also with the support of one Mr. Mahesh, who is a private builder who constructed close to 20-25 individual houses, and these were put to investors. So these are the people whom I can connect anybody here to these people, right? My asks are any NRIs who own properties in Bangalore, but they do not stay here and they want to sell the properties, who own projects in more than 60 plus units and find it difficult, who own properties here and want to exit Bangalore, and NRIs who want to invest in Bangalore and generate rental revenue, right? The second vertical that we specialize is real estate as an investment avenue. I want another 1 more minute, please. Thank you. Yeah. Real estate as an investment avenue. Go to the next one. Yeah. I hope a lot of people know Electronic City as a place where a lot of companies, IT companies are there. Now, for your information, it is a business opportunity for all of the people present here. That's why I wanted another extra minute. There is something called as lab zone. What is lab zone? There is a 65 acres of land where 7 towers are going to be constructed. In these 7 towers, 150 companies are going to be positioned, and these companies are typically biotechnology companies, right? This is an initiative from the government of Karnataka, and there is an immense business opportunity for people like us. We can get into that and see where we can take businesses. Currently, what I as a real estate consultant see as an opportunity is lab zone, where 150 companies are going to be placed. It is going to attract 70,000 employees. Typically, out of the 70,000 employees, 15% of the people would be localites, and another 85% will be the floating population. When I say floating population, people who do not stay in, typically they are not from Bangalore, they move wherever from outside of the city. They would prefer to stay near the workplace, that is lab zone. If these people, close to 50,000 odd people, if they want to stay near lab zone, they would want to purchase or stay in the near vicinity of 3 kilometers. Here is where I as a real estate consultant found an opportunity. If you see any of the lanes in Bangalore, if you just walk around, you will see at least 5 to 10 to-let boards or for sale board, correct? But in Electronic City near Lapson, you will not find one to-let board. You know the reason why? Whenever there is one room which is getting vacant, even a PG, one bed is getting vacant, you will have 3 people waiting in advance. They have already given the token and they say, if it is getting vacant, please allow me to get in. That is how the demand is. And this is where I saw an opportunity. And today when I'm having my ask, anybody who is interested to invest 3 crores, okay, 3 crores, in a 30-40 site, there is a service apartment or a PG which is constructed. Now we recently transacted one deal where in a 30-40 there were 18 units which is getting close to 2.5 lakhs per month, the revenue. 3 crores you invest and you get 2.5 lakhs per month. That is the immense potential we have. So if you know anybody who wants to invest, please do recommend me. So we have close to 7 properties in the near vicinity. So my gives in this the category would be, rather it may not be directly connected, but still I know the somebody who can get connected to Metro Cash and Carry. If somebody has got anybody to be connected there, I can connect you to angel funds and venture capitalists. I also know people who are the helm of Meenakshi Mall, the owner of Meenakshi Mall, Mr. UB Venkatesh, who had also come as a chief guest to our the forum. So that's all from my side. I thank you for the opportunity given. And last slide. So the last parting shot would be, buy land. They are not making it anymore. Do they manufacture land? They do not. We have reached moon, but let us talk about Earth. So in Earth, they don't make any more land. Anybody wants to buy land, this is the right time. Thank you.
ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಫೋರಮ್ನ ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ತಮಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಬೆಲ್ ಐಕನ್ನ ಒತ್ತಿ, ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಕಾಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ